Would you like some football information because it is Thursday night football? Would you like some Menendez brother information?
Because that's breaking
or
news.
Would you like some other stuff?
Give us the Menendez news.
I got a UFO news too, so I'll get to that. You asked for Menendez news, you're going to get Menendez news. And I'm sure there are people out there that are wondering, why in the hell do you keep talking about the Menendez brothers? That's because you've been waist deep in the Menendez brother TV shows over the course of time.
That's a bad reference.
Why?
I just watched, I started watching Monsters. It wasn't good, but I watched the documentary. I didn't know a lot about it.
Which is your next Menendez project that you'll be viewing?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know. I remember watching I was in college during the trial, and I remember watching the trial, but I didn't know much about them. And by the way, while I was in college watching it, I didn't know either that their parents that they killed, that they shot, they met at SIU.
Yes.
I never knew that.
Yeah. What's going on at SIU?
No, they met. That's all.
There's not a Menendez wing at SIU?
There's no Menendez wing.
Are you not allowed to have a hairpiece in jail? Because one of the Menendez brothers always wore a piece, but he's been bald now.
I would think you could have one, but the chances are going a couple more than a couple days before you lose the piece.
That was the thing. He started wearing the piece when he was in his 20s.
Right. That's why I'm asking. Can you be in the slammer with a hairpiece? Or is that not allowed?
His dad was the one who got him the piece. Yeah.
Really? I think you go in to the old pokey with the piece, but then how long do you get to walk around before someone rips it off your head?
I read a piece on TMC, ripped it off his head.
Am I wrong? How long do you think you can walk around prison with a hairpiece on before the other inmates are there's no way that's real?
When you get sentenced and you go into jail, I would think the right move would be to just, take it off and go in bald.
They're his jailmates are, is that what you call them? Jailmates?
Cellmates?
Cellmates. They're
Prison
all
mates?
now vying for their stuff. That was a TMZ story.
There's stuff that they had in jail?
Yes.
Like what? Like a microwave or something?
I guess they've had stuff.
Can you have a television in jail?
Let me look on TMZ.
Yeah, you have a television. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah. Or is it communal? Probably communal television.
No, I'm talking about you can't. They're not going to auction off the communal television just because the Menendez isn't there.
I'm saying so.
That's why I'm saying are you allowed to have a television in your cell?
Feel like
Tyler,
it's a prison by prison basis.
No. Anyway, the Menendez brother resentencing has actually been supported by the LA DA, George Gascon. And it says here, breaking news, that the Menendez brothers are eligible for immediate parole as Los Angeles DA recommends resentencing. And if he's resentenced, as I understand this, and I don't have a law degree, a few credits shy, as I like to say, if in fact they are resentenced at something less than what they're serving under, they will have met their time served already.
Time served, yeah.
I think that the sentence that they are suggesting that they should receive now would only carry a maximum term of 19 years.
Yes.
They've been in the pokey for 30.
30, yes. So they would either
not
recommend...
without a hairpiece the whole time.
From what I watched on TMZ was they would recommend one of two things for the judge to decide is either time served or a manslaughter time, which, like you said, is a maximum of 19 years.
Yeah.
So either way, they would get an immediate release, but now it has to be approved by a judge. So that just because this is the DA's recommendation doesn't mean it's automatic. The judge still has to approve this.
Did you send me a text today, a thing to the group today saying that Chicago is the rattiest city in the United States?
Yeah, because remember you had
Orkin?
this story and Chicago is disputing this.
They're number one.
Yes, because remember in the other list you had, we were not close. I don't think we were in the top 10.
This one comes from Orkin, an actual company that is called on to get rid of your rats.
Yes.
So we are number one.
That's not a good thing to be number one.
Number one, man. Right here, number one. America's oldest person has passed away at the age of 115 after living through 20 different presidents. I'm going to make a bold prediction. I think in the next 10 years, there will be a medical discovery that will allow human beings to exceed 100 years of age at a pretty reasonable, consistent clip. Like 125 may become the new 85.
So the woman
In
who
the next 10 years?
Yeah. I think that there are going to be enough medical
AI breakthroughs. That's
whatever
actually
it is. Yes.
AI. That's the one thing if you want to count on what it can do well. It's
want some
helping
of
the
that?
medicine.
I'm saying within the next 10 years.
I'll bet you on that.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think?
To 125? The
Yeah.
new 85?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
The average age now is like in the upper
77.
70. Yeah. We're not going from upper 70s to 125.
Really? Why not?
Because we're not.
Talk
in
some
10
sense into him, Meller.
Not
You're the
in-
science guy.
Not in 10
Talk
years.
some sense to
Meller.
him.
Meller. He's talking punters and kickers. It's a science.
I dabble
guy.
in medicine from time to time.
Yeah.
That's why I
Miller.
let practice.
Tell him. Tell him.
so
It's
the-
right around the corner, my friend.
Hey, I'll sign up for that. I'm in. The
Maybe.
woman who died, who was 115,
Yeah.
she was 80 years old in 1989.
I know.
I'm just saying, like, she died today at
Yeah.
115.
Okay, you just did
Yeah.
math. What did you do there?
I'm not talking
All
about
you
the
did was
medicine.
math.
I'm just saying, like, it's an extra
Good math.
fact.
Good math.
It's an extra fact.
Don't let him get you off.
Listen,
your-
listen,
Yeah.
Sylvie. If you want to die when you're 80, that's fine. We're gonna try and live till we're 115.
I'd like for this to happen. Though then we're gonna have to pad
Why
our
are you being
retirement
such a
fund.
pet? Why are you
Don't
such
be
a
a Debbie
pessimist?
Downer, man.
Here's the thing, though. You're going to be able to work. You'll be doing this show at 110.
Hell no.
Oh, yeah, you will. Still be screaming about the legacy of Jerry Reinsdorf's White Sox and
means
Bulls
maybe
teams.
Jerry's gonna own the team for another 20
Just
years.
saying, your Cubs angst and
Oh,
your,
yeah. Jerry's
your
living-
Bulls angst will be,
Jerry's gonna live till he's 160, and you still won't be able to watch Bulls games.
yeah.
He's gonna be the oldest man in the world.
I'm just telling you, there are going to be medical advancements that make getting beyond 100 years of age
Well, now you're
much
changing.
more.
And you just moved the goalpost way in.
Oh, and I'm saying, yeah, but not many people live to 85 now, right?
I know, but you went from 85
What
to
I-
125.
What I said is 125 will be the new 85. And
Yes.
as you said, the average age of the lifespan of an American is 77. So if you get to 85, you've exceeded the expectation. So maybe I move the expected lifespan of people from 77 to 110. But now 125 is the new 85.
Still
Do
not
the
bad.
math, Miller.
Not in
Give
10
him
years.
the math.
Not in 10 years. Maybe in 25 years, that's
Do
the
you
case.
realize how quickly AI is going to change
Yeah.
all of that?
I understand.
We're not the tortoise anymore. You're going to move at light speed. Come on, get on the optimism train. You're going to live to be
We
125.
still don't know what to do about the common cold.
AI is gonna
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Of course we do.
AI is gonna cure cancer. Just don't
Feed
ask
a
it.
fever, starve a cold. Boom, done.
It's gonna cure cancer. Just don't ask AI how many R's are in strawberry.
That's not important. This simple balance test may be the best way to track how well you're aging. You want to know how well you're aging? Try standing on one leg.
How about that?
Suggests that your ability to balance on a single leg could be the most reliable indicator of age-related decline, outperforming traditional methods like grip strength, walking speed, or two-legged balance test. You know, Carm definitely
could
has
walk
one
like
of those
hell.
things that you didn't he say that?
Well, he's
got a
put on
grip
his
strength.
backside.
Yeah.
That was because of Bajan's dad.
Yes. Yeah. So he had one of those things that you squeeze trying to make
I'm
your
a great
hamstring better.
balancer. I've got great balance. Look at that.
That is, you're going to get to 125. Cubs will never win another World Series in your lifetime,
That's true.
but you're going to get to 125.
I really have no hope for any other team besides the Bears right now.
That's fine. It's their time. It's their time to be in the focus. A swarm of UFOs were spotted near an Indiana Air Force base
A swarm.
where a 20-mile-long mothership was detected weeks ago.
That was just the windmills.
No. How often do you drive south so that you see those windmills? Every time I go home to see the
Once a
the
year.
fine people of Cincinnati, I see them.
I'm good for an Indy trip about once a year.
Yeah.
Combine. Again.
An Air Force base in Indiana has become the latest hotspot for mysterious UFOs after residents spotted swarms of fast-moving glowing orbs in the sky. Come on, this all can't just be, none of this can all be explained away. These are UFOs.
Well, UFOs are unidentified flying
these
objects.
are aliens.
It could be anything.
Yes, these are aliens.
Weather balloons.
These are aliens.
Drones.
Aliens. Dozens of people in Kokomo, which sits just 13 miles outside of Grissom Joint Air Reserve Base, reported seeing hovering, flickering lights that vanished into thin air. You buying?
I mean, it would. That makes more sense to me than your 125 proclamation.
I don't understand how you don't understand this.
Not in 10 years.
Yes.
Not in 10 years.
You understand what AI does. It magnifies the speed of how everything is being done.
You also understand that as much as AI is going to help us, it's going to bring us down. So because once AI is used for evil, well, yeah, it will be used for evil too.
Okay,
so none of us will get to 125.
Yeah, you're not going to
with life expectancy because it's going to wipe us out.
The evil is over here. The medical advancements are over here.
Sure.
They're in different quadrants.
We're never going to screw that up.
Mallory, give him the math again.
The woman who died at 115 in 1999, she was 90 years old.
Boom. There you go.
Do you think she was worried about Y2K?
I was worried about Y2K.
I know
remember
you were,
sitting in the house.
I know you were fearful of Y2K. That's so you.
Are you going to tell me that you didn't have a little bit of concern that something was going to happen?
Your money was under the mattress, wasn't it?
No, it was not.
You took it out of the bank,
didn't you? I did not, no.
Do you think, but you were worried, do you think she was worried at 99? Was she worried about Y2K?
No. Nope. Wait till you get to the point where we're going to live so long that you're going to get to year 3000. And then you're going to be really concerned that it's going to go haywire. Listen, I'm an optimist. That's all I'm telling you. You're going to live to be 125. In 10 years, you will see. We'll revisit this. Call me at my house somewhere in the sticks of South Carolina, if in fact I have telephone service, and we'll have this discussion.
You better not have a landline in 10 years, no matter where you're living. You're going to have a landline?
No, I'm not.
That'll be like the brain chip phone.
Yes, the brain chip phone.
Yeah.
You just say Waddle, and all of a sudden it dials me up. And of course, you're not going to call because that's not what you do, but you can leave a voicemail.
I'll text
Or you could leave a voice-generated text message is what you'll end up doing.
But the funny part is, I know you're not going to pick up if I FaceTime you. Whenever I FaceTime you, you don't pick up.
Yes, because usually it's like Meller is butt dialing me.
I've never butt face dialed you. That really sounds weird.
Can we say that?
Prison. Somebody who I will not tell you who it is says prison, you can be in your own cell, where in jail it's mostly just a room full of bunks. You can have your own stuff unless it's contraband. And he said, yes, you can have a television in prison in your cell, but not in jail.
Yeah, it says, like it's specifically on the Menendez thing, TMZ says, we're told everything from clothing items to their TVs is up for grabs right now, despite that being a prison no-no. One source says that technically the siblings aren't supposed to give anything away, but that's not stopping inmates from forming a line under the radar in the San Diego facility.
Do you think the hairpiece is going to be one of the things that's given away?
I don't think the hairpiece exists anymore.
What do you think? What do they do with a hairpiece that's no longer used? You don't recycle it? You toss it? You waste, man.
What do you mean it waste?
Somebody could use it.
You think so?
There's plenty of bald people on the planet.
You think it?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
So, like,
you think that there's somebody in prison that saw it and said, "Hey, you know what? If you ever get rid of that, I'll take it."
What happens when someone passes away who has a good piece? Do they get buried with a piece?
It depends on what the. I think it's depend on what your relatives or those.
Does it get passed down? Does someone put it on a mantle?
Know. Maybe so. I think it's an individual's decision. I think you would want to bury the person, or at least the viewing would be in such a way that the person would look like the person always looked. So I would think you keep the piece. Piece, not PACE. German police say pizza order number 40 came with a side of cocaine. Berlin.
Hey, to each their own.
German police busted a pizzeria in the western city of Dusseldorf that also delivered a side order of cocaine when customers asked for item number 40 on the menu. That was one of the best-selling pizzas, criminal detective Michael Graff told reporters in Dusseldorf. He said police were first tipped off by suspicious food inspectors in March. When drug squad officers began observing the restaurant, they soon discovered why pizza number 40 was so popular.
Oh, so this was like an underground thing.
You call in and say, hey, I'd like a number 40 and a Coke. No, that's a joke. I'll take a number 40 and a sweet tea. I don't know how many sweet teas they're ordering in Dusseldorf, but you know what I'm saying. Right, Carr? You want a number 40? Get a number 40 and a cold, how about a number 40 and a nice tall glass of bourbon? No? Yeah? Okay.
He'd take anything with a glass of bourbon.
Yeah. Carr, you know the difference between jail and prison?
I think I just heard you say you can have a TV in prison?
Yeah.
Who?
Who? What do you mean? You say who or who?
But who knew?
Right.
Here's a good tweet. Jeff asks, do the inmates have HD antennas for their TV?
Oh, I bet they've got something. Please don't give the same instructions to connect that television antenna as you do for your own TV.
You know, they're what? The Menendez boys have been watching Bulls and Hawks games.
Of course they have. Without their hairpiece. Carm, last question for you. Are you buying what I'm selling that within 10 years, 85 will be, or 125 will be the old 85 in terms of lifespan?
No. Not 10 years.
Really?
No.
Yeah,
Like
tell me
maybe
it's stupid.
40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
that's
10.
Not 40 years.
Yeah.
No chance
25
40 years.
to 40
Not
years.
Are you
Not
kidding
10.
me? AI, the advancement, the speed by which things are now.
People aren't living to
Advanced?
125
Really?
In 10 years.
Again, do my math. Matt, getting the math, Meller. If you're 85, you've actually outlived the average life expectancy.
Right?
I'm telling you. So now the average life expectancy, I'm going from 77 to 110. And then the 85 will now be the 125.
I think your math is off. I think you're
Meller, tell him.
way too aggressive.
No.
No.
Give him the age, Meller.
Of the woman who died today,
Yeah.
the oldest woman.
She was 115 when she passed today.
She was 115 when she passed, which meant she was 80 in 1989.
Wow. That is
Yeah.
kind of wild.
It is. isn't it?
It doesn't matter, though, in any of the conversation we're having.
Carm, I got you a number 40 and a large Pepsi. Okay, it's coming your way. That's all I got.
Show's off the rails.
Yeah.